Hi and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to import 6 images, turn them all black and white, customize them, make them all the same size and align them perfectly on your page. So in our new document here, we're simply going to go to Insert, Pictures, click on the drop down and select Pictures from File, and I'm going to click and drag across all of my images, and then I'm going to click Insert. Now, as you can see, if I zoom out, all of the pictures have spread across multiple different pages. So in order that we can move these and we can customize them, we need to select one photo, right click, go down to Wrap Text and select any one of these, but I generally select in front of text. And you can see as we do so, the photographs will start to appear on one page only. If we start to just reduce the size of those photos we've already done, we'll know which ones have already been changed. Okay, so I want all of my photographs to fill most of my page. So I know that I will want my photographs to be 9.1 centimeters wide. So if I select this photograph here, I go up to Picture Format. Over here you can see the height and width, and this will be your friend when coming to insert and customizing images. So for this tutorial, I'm going to firstly crop all of my images to my own ratio, which is 1:1. So go to the crop tool, click on the drop down, go to aspect ratio, and you can see you've got a massive selection of ratios that you can choose from depending on whether your image is a portrait, landscape, or a combination of both. So I'm going to select square. So I've just made my picture a little bit bigger, and as you can see we've got these black markers around the outside, and if you want to make this a little bit smaller, click in the corner, but as you drag, make sure you hold down the shift key so that your square ratio doesn't alter, otherwise it will alter to a rectangle. So you can also move your image left and right to ensure it's in the perfect position. And then you just press enter and your image will be cropped to a square. In fact, let's select this image here. Let's go to crop, aspect ratio, click on 1:1, move the image, resize it if you choose to, holding down the shift key. And then press enter. So I'm going to go ahead now and crop all of my images and then come back and show you how to do the rest. Okay, so now your images are all cropped. We can now go ahead and make sure they're all the exact same size. Now you can do this all at once. So select your first image, hold down your command or your control key on your keyboard and just click all the other photographs, and you'll see that each and every one gets selected. Then go up to either height or width depending on whether you've gone for square or a rectangle. So in this case it doesn't matter. I'm going to go to 9.15. I need to make sure that this is checked to make sure that my aspect ratio is kept the same, and then press enter, and now all of your images are exactly the same size. So I'm going to align them first and then I'm going to make them all black and white. So the key to alignment is to roughly get the top one placed exactly where you want it, and also the bottom one here. And make sure you have got a little bit of space between this image and this image. And then I'm going to select that row or this column of images by holding down that command or control key and selecting them all. I'm going to go up to this align tool here. I'm going to go down to distribute vertically, and that will give you an equal space between your images. And then align to center. And if I deselect, this row here is aligned perfectly. To make sure we've got this row here in alignment, I'm going to click on this image at the top right, hold down my Command or Control key and click on this image here. Go back to alignment and select align to top. Do the same with the bottom ones, but this time when you go to align, go to align to bottom. And then I'm going to select this column of images again, all of them. Then going to align and once again distribute vertically and again align to center. So now all my images are perfectly lined up. What I can do is select this column here, go to group and select group, select this column here and select group. Now we've got two groups of photographs. What we can do is I can gently move them. If you want to stop this kind of jittery motion, then as you move it, then hold down your Alt or Option key and it will smooth out that motion for you. And then I can pretty much get the gap to be exactly the same as the gap between the images. Then I need to select the other column as well. So again, holding down that Command or Control key, just check they're all aligned. We'll go to align to top. And then we could select group. Then to the page, we're going to align it to the center and the middle. And now all of these images are perfectly lined up. So now we're going to change these images black and white and make the very best of each image. So I'm going to go back to group, select ungroup a couple of times to make sure all the images are now individual. I'm going to select my first image, then picture format should appear. And then you can transform your images using these icons here. I'm going to go to color and I'm going to go to saturation and change the saturation to 0. Go to corrections and here is your brightness and contrast. And this is where you can make your subject really stand out by increasing the contrast in your image. So let's go to this one here and you can see I've increased it somewhat there. Perhaps you want this one here. It's a little bit darker. Maybe go back to the original. Again with this one here, color, black and white. And then once again, you can choose from any of these selections here. I'm going to choose this one at the bottom here. It really makes her skin pop and you've got that darker background. Again with this one, because the tones are quite similar, if I turn it black and white, it's quite a pallid colour tone, but I can add a little bit of pop by going down to this contrast option here. And as you can see, it's made that adjustment. This one here, let's see how this one fares with those corrections. And I think perhaps if we go to this one here, might be too bright. Actually, I quite like that. This one here, we'll do the corrections again. And again down at the bottom here. And finally, we'll perhaps go and increase just by 1. So those are all your images inserted, crop to the same size and change to black and white for that cohesive look. I hope that's helped you today. If it has, please like and subscribe and have a great day.